Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful. Will seeks pleasure from Luna, but there's a method to his madness. The Bold and the Beautiful preview suggests Will Spencer does a complete turnaround as he kisses Luna Nozawa, while complaining about having no excitement with Electra Forrester on the CBS soap. But from the lack of passion seen in that preview, it seems Will's intentions might be darker than an ordinary pleasure-seeking mission. So we have to ask, did Will get tired of cold showers after Electra continued to turn him down? Or is there a method in this extreme madness from the Spencer son? B&B spoilers put Will in cahoots with Finn and Steffi to rearrange things for Luna next week. Bold and the Beautiful had Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, trying to get Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, into the bedroom. But that was a no-go, as she is not ready. At the same time, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, tried her best to lure Will into her bedroom, but Will turned her down. Will was dedicated to Electra, and pledged to wait as long as it takes for her to be ready to take their relationship to the next level. But next week on Bold and the Beautiful, something drastically changes for Will, because we see him in the throes of passion with Luna. Will tells Luna that he needs more excitement than Electra can give him. Then Luna starts her engine purring as she kisses his neck, and they end up in a lip lock. But what is really going on with Will? When seeing this Bold and the Beautiful preview clip, all you can think of is that Will Spencer flipped his lid. If anyone in his circle of family or friends found out he was fraternizing with Luna, he would never hear the end of it. And there's no mistaking he loves Electra. So what changed? Well, his father unleashed Luna Nozawa to the world. So maybe Will is about to right his father's wrong? Luna is also threatening Electra, so Will is in the same situation as Finn, Tanner Novlin. Luna Nozawa has Finn's wife in her scope, as she blames Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, for Finn turning his back on his newfound daughter. And we all know how Luna deals with roadblocks. She exterminates them. But the demented young woman also sees Electra as a roadblock. She's in the way of her romantic interest, Will Spencer. So, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Will, Steffi, and Finn banding together against Luna next week on the CBS soap. They, along with Chief Baker, Dan Martin, devise a sting to trap Luna. Will's interaction with Finn's crazed daughter is carefully watched on camera. Will looks disturbed over the kiss he shares with this nut job. But the spoilers also say he is not the only one. Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, is with Steffi, Finn, and Chief Baker as they watch Will Spencer in action. So, Electra is also grossed out and extremely uncomfortable by her boyfriend swapping spit with a killer. But the spoilers fall short of any details about what they hope Will gets out of Luna Nozawa. We know she has a gun, and at least one of those bullets has Steffi's name on it. This dangerously sick woman is also stalking Hayes Forrester Finnegan, Brian David Garlick. So maybe Will's ploy has something to do with that. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Luna Nozawa starts to see through Will Spencer's ploy. So she takes off running, but if she's not caught, that only means everyone on her list who she believes did her wrong will be looking over their shoulder until she's captured. So next week Luna gets a taste of her own medicine, when Will Spencer manipulates her. But it sounds like it backfires when Luna smells something fishy, causing her to take off running on the CBS soap. Head back to Soap Dirt for the latest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. The drama in Los Angeles is about to hit scorching new heights, and once again it centers around secrets, seduction, and strategy. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on relationships that blur the line between love and manipulation, and Will Spencer is about to prove he's every bit his father's son. When whispers spread about Will's growing interest in Luna Nozawa, fans brace themselves for a shocking turn. On the surface, it may look like Will is simply chasing passion, seeking pleasure where his desires take him. But underneath the heat lies a calculated plan that could change everything for the Forresters, the Logans, and the Spencers. Will's return as a grown man for years. Viewers have watched Will Spencer grow from Katie and Bill's young son into a man ready to carve his own place in the ruthless world of fashion and family politics. Now, freshly returned from his studies abroad, Will is sharp, confident, and burning with ambition. He doesn't just want to live in the shadow of his powerful father, Dollar Bill. He wants to outdo him. But what better way to make an impact than by entangling himself with someone already caught in the Forresters' most chaotic web? Enter Luna Nozawa, the woman whose very existence in Los Angeles has triggered questions of paternity, betrayal, and loyalty. Luna's emotional storm. Luna has already been dealing with heartbreak and uncertainty. Her complicated feelings for RJ Forrester have put her on shaky ground, especially with Steffi and Ridge questioning her place in the family fold. Add in the devastating rumors swirling about her true father's identity, and Luna's emotions are in complete disarray. Will steps into her life at the precise moment when she's vulnerable, when she's searching for comfort, stability, and an escape from judgment. With his boyish charm and unexpected maturity, Will offers Luna a listening ear, a playful flirtation, and a spark of excitement she can't quite resist. Pleasure with a purpose. What at first looks like innocent fun quickly takes on a more provocative edge. Will doesn't hide his attraction to Luna, and soon enough their late-night conversations turn into stolen kisses. While RJ is left wondering what went wrong, Will is busy drawing Luna deeper into his world, offering her the chance to feel desired, valued, and carefree. But here's where things get complicated. Will's attraction isn't entirely pure. Yes, he enjoys Luna's company. Yes, he finds her beautiful and captivating. But behind those piercing Spencer eyes, he's also calculating. Will knows that Luna is a hot-button name in the Forrester household. By drawing her closer, he's doing more than satisfying his desires. He's inserting himself into the Forresters' most fragile pressure point. In other words, Will's pleasure-seeking has a strategy. Destabilize the Forresters, build alliances of his own, and prove to his father that he's not a boy anymore. Echoes of Dollar Bill fans can't help but notice the uncanny similarities between Will and Bill. Like father, like son, Will thrives on risk, charm, and the art of bending others to his will. Bill once went after Brooke Logan in part to assert his dominance, and now it seems Will may be using Luna in much the same way. Not just for romance, but for leverage. Of course, the question becomes, is Will biting off more than he can chew? Bill himself may admire his son's boldness, but even Dollar Bill would caution against underestimating the fallout of meddling with Forrester loyalties. RJ's rage and heartbreak, if Will thought his pursuit of Luna would go unnoticed. He's sorely mistaken. RJ is quick to pick up on the growing connection between the two, and his rage is swift. He already feels insecure about his place in the family empire, often overshadowed by Ridge and Steffi. Now, watching Luna slip away into the arms of a Spencer, one who's using her for personal gain, RJ is ready to fight back. This confrontation sets the stage for a fierce rivalry between two young men who both want to prove themselves. RJ fights from the heart, but Will fights with a plan. And in the world of the bold and the beautiful, strategy often trumps sincerity. Luna's dilemma. For Luna, the situation is more than a love triangle. It's a test of her independence. Does she follow her heart back to RJ, who represents safety and family approval, even if their bond has been shaken? Or does she surrender to the thrill of Will, who offers her freedom, intensity, and the promise of a life outside Forrester expectations? Complicating matters further, whispers about her paternity still loom large. If it turns out her father is tied to the Spencer family, her entanglement with Will be even more scandalous and potentially devastating. Katie's alarm bells. While Bill may secretly admire Will's daring streak, Katie sees straight through the situation. As a mother, she worries that her son is making reckless choices, using a young woman's pain for his personal climb to power. Katie's confrontation with Will could be explosive, as she demands to know whether he's acting out of genuine feeling or calculated ambition. Katie's warnings may fall on deaf ears, but one thing is certain. She won't stand by quietly while her son risks his heart, or Luna's. The method to his madness. The heart of this storyline lies the question every fan is asking. What does Will really want? Is he simply trying to live up to the Spencer legacy, carving out his place in the world of power and passion? Or is he truly falling for Luna, in spite of his original intentions? There's a method to his madness, yes. But madness has a way of taking control. As Will digs deeper into this entanglement, he may find that he's no longer steering the ship. Love has a habit of derailing even the most carefully constructed plans, and Luna might just be the one to turn Will's scheme into something real.